So, Elan, where we go and why and how it started?
We're finally on our way to the airport to fly to Malta because I'm going to be playing in the Malta Poker Festival.
Yeah!
And I won this trip. It includes 5 nights at the Hilton Malta, which costs €305 a night if you were to reserve it. So that, and then my seat in the tournament costs €550. And we get to go to a party on Friday for all the players and their families and whatever.
So what is the total budget?
Let's see. 1,550 is just for the Hilton, and then 550, and this is in euros, so that would be €2,100 plus I was given $500 for travel expenses, so about 3,000. Let's see. Let me think here. About $2,700 worth.
Wonderful.
So that's what I won. I played in August. There was 10 days to qualify for this tournament, this final. It's called the final. And I did not do well in the daily qualifiers. I finished second a couple times, but you have to be first. So the last chance qualifier is right on the Sunday that the final is played. So right before the final, I played in a last chance qualifier, which 2 people, you could finish second, first or second, which is very important to get into the final. So I was successful. There were 19 people in that tournament, and I was one of the 2. And when that tournament ended, the final had already started a few minutes. So I entered into the final, logged in with my ticket that I just won. The ticket is worth $150 that I won. 2 of them were winners. And so when I got there, I found out there were a total of 19 players that had gotten into the final, and only one person would get this package tour to the Malta Poker Festival, and only one. Now, a lot of people, they paid more money to keep entering, $150 each time. I wasn't going to pay anything. I would have my one entry, and that's it. But there were 7 re-entries from those 19 people. So really, I faced 26 stacks of chips against 25. I was one of them. So it went well. I played well from the very beginning. I was near the leader. I was in the lead actually most of the time, most of the tournament. And when it got to be down towards the end, when I went heads up with one guy, his name was Westside Bro. And basically, he is a good player, and it was a tough battle against him to come out and win. But I'm very confident when I'm heads up now. Heads up is one-on-one. I'm very confident now. I've gotten really good at that. So I usually win when it's one-on-one. And I did, and I was so psyched. I did not want to finish second, third, or fourth. There was money prizes for those, but I would have been very disappointed to not get the trip. So my mindset was, I must win. I must win. There's no other prize but first. And I was able to do it. And here we are. driving to the airport. We're gonna fly from Detroit to Chicago, and then we're gonna get an Air France flight from Chicago to. We do stop in Paris on the way, and then we go to Malta. We are on our way to my fourth poker trip that I've won in my life. It started back in 2004 when I first started playing poker. It was just fun. I always loved playing games, and I got good right away. Only in about 4 months, 4 months, I was playing in a tournament where I could win a trip to Barcelona to play in the World Heads Up Poker Championship, meaning you face people one-on-one at your table if you get there. And so there were 125 people in that tournament, and you had to finish in the top 5 to get a trip. It was a $5,000 trip package, $5,000. I think the seat in the tournament was worth $1,500, I believe, the cost of the seat. So I would win that and get it free. Well, I finished. I had a cold. I was sitting at my desk, and I was doing very well, but I got disappointed because I finished 7th, not 5th. Had to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I was 7th, so I was heartsick. I played well, but no prize. And a few days later, I don't know how many days, I got a call from a woman who was calling from Jerusalem, by the way, for the poker company. She was calling from Jerusalem, and she asked me if I could go to this tournament. And I said, well, I only finished 7th. How is this? She said the 5th place person could not go, could not honor the trip, and she's been trying to get a hold of the 6th place person, but never could reach him. So actually, she called my mom. Who I gave her phone number for some reason for my poker account, and my mom gave the lady my number. So through a miracle, I got to win that trip, even though I didn't finish 5th. So it was just a wonderful gift. I was running around the house because the woman asked me if I had a valid passport. I wasn't sure, so I went to my safe. I got the passport out, and it's good. The kids remember me yelling, "It's good, it's good!" And I was running around the house, and I called the lady back and said, "Yes, I can go." So that was my first trip, 2004, to Barcelona. The next year, 2005, I just missed again winning. This time, only 2 people would get the prize out of, I forget how many. I finished 3rd. And no, I didn't get a call that the 2nd place person couldn't go or something. It's kind of funny. But no, I missed that one in 2005 for the same tournament it would have been. And then in 2006, I was part of a little poker forum online, and they had promotions, and they had a package to go and play in the World Series of Poker. Everyone wants to play in the World Series of Poker. It wasn't the main event, which cost $10,000 to sit down. It was a smaller event there, but it was still World Series of Poker, and it was a $1,500 seat, I believe, and I was in a tournament of 20 people.
Slow down.
Yeah, kind of the 20, when tournaments are 20, somehow I do well. I won it. And so I had a trip to the Las Vegas to play there. I played very well live there in that tournament. I had, for those that know poker, I was dealt pocket kings, 2 kings, 3 times, and I won with them all 3 aces, the best hand in all of poker, to be dealt. I was beaten by somebody that got a flush, a club, all clubs, and that was higher than my aces. So it pretty much knocked me out of the tournament. If I'd have won that hand, I would have played the whole first day and probably played into the second day. So I played well. 2000, I tried for different tournaments all the time. In 2008, there was a very special event in online poker. It's called the Online Forum Challenge, where all the forums, people that were part of these clubs, poker clubs online, played against each other. And there were 20 tournaments that you could participate in. And if you, only the winner of these 20 tournaments would get in the final. So I won one of the 20 tournaments. Literally, there were like 1,000 people in the tournament that I won. So I was one of 20. And then the final came where there's only one prize. And I played well, and I got heads up. And again, now I'm good at heads up. There was a player from Hungary. He had 87% of the chips. So it was 87 to 13. And I came back and beat him with only 13% of the chips. When you're fighting, that's called short stack. I was very short stack. I know how to play short stack. I love playing short stack. And heads up, I'm good at it. But your chances are not very good. But so I won 1 out of 20, and I got the poker trip to Dominican Republic to be in the World Poker Tour's a training session. It was fun, and you played in a tournament there as well. So that was Dominican Republic 2008. I almost got in another one in 2010, but I didn't. In the United States, pretty much online poker was out in 2010 because of the laws that were passed. So it was pretty much, I was done, mostly. There were a few, then later on, recently in these last few years, there are some companies that still have poker sites. They are risking it. They're going against the law. They're from other countries like Costa Rica or whatever, but they still come into the U.S. market. So I saw this one site, Every Game Poker, and that's how I won my trip this time. So it was how many years later? 16 years